What's up guys, welcome back to my channel and a brand new Animal Jam YouTube video. Before we dive right into today's video, please make sure you leave a big like on today's video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you never miss out on future content from me and future giveaways from me, because I do host them pretty often. And you'll miss out if you don't subscribe, and who wants to miss out on an amazing spike giveaway? Or even a bigger giveaway. Ooh. Anyway, let's dive right into today's video. So today would have been an update video, but Animal Jam didn't really update, so we're going to be doing a fun video instead because I miss doing videos like this. I honestly don't like doing Animal Jam update videos anymore because they're not really updates, and that's actually part of the topic that we're going to be discussing today. How Animal Jam kind of is dying slowly, yet not. Okay, it's weird. Okay, so the subject of today's video is basically how Wildworks, which is who owns Animal Jam and Animal Jam Play Wild, Animal Jam Classic I should call it now. Anyway, and Animal Jam Play Wild. That way we're going to call it Animal Jam and Animal Jam Play Wild so we can distinguish them better, okay? Because otherwise it gets confusing. So they own Animal Jam and Animal Jam Play Wild. And basically how Wildworks is just kind of shoving Animal Jam Classic, Animal Jam under the rug. And basically trying to make Animal Jam Play Wild, or now known as Animal Jam, I guess, target, like the main focus for them and for their players. And it shows in a lot of ways besides just like some people saying it. If you want to take a look at, let's say, update days, every other Thursday Animal Jam Classic, Animal Jam used to update, and they slowed it down when Animal Jam Play Wild came out. They didn't slow it down immediately, but then like once Animal Jam Play Wild became more popular, they started doing like every 2 Thursdays and then sometimes just skipping. They're not updating on time anymore. They used to update like, I don't remember what time zone they're in, but they used to update even for my time zone, Eastern Standard Time, which they aren't Eastern Standard Time. They used to update like early, so that when I logged on at like 10 in the morning, 11 in the morning, they used to have the update all done. Anyway, they used to have the update all done and all out. Today is Thursday, January 26th. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, and they have this was their only update. They released the Regal Winter Palace. And I'm not even going to say released, I'm going to say re-released the Regal Winter Palace. Which brings me on to the next point. Animal Jam has not been releasing new and exciting items lately. Very often, at all. Like, it's very rare that they're actually releasing new items. And you can see this right here, actually, as I clicked on my den inventory. You can see that right here with the Jolly Gingerbread set. This isn't new. This was Animal Jam's new item release for Christmas last year, which is, you know, last month in December. But what you might notice about all this stuff is a lot of it looks familiar, right? Because it's nothing new, it's just a different color. Animal Jam hasn't been releasing new items. They've just been releasing items, like re-releasing items in a different colors and calling them new items. So as you can see with all of these, especially this Jolly Gingerbread cake, we're going to look it up, hold on. I might not have one, but we're going to look it up anyway. So you can see all these items are like a dark brown, like they look like a cake, okay, right? This was the original set. It used to just be gingerbread. So you could look at this gingerbread fire pit, and then you could look at this gingerbread fire pit. They're the exact same item, different colors. So I understand releasing items maybe that they think are cool in different colors. Here's more. Because they want people to be able to have them. But then release different items, new items, exciting items, because we already have all these items. Like, look at all these. These are all pre-existing items. And then when you go back to this set, I don't have this, like this whole brown set, the like darker gingerbread set. I don't have all that, but you could see I have pieces from it, and those are the pieces that I'm comparing. So like they'll release my shops, like seasonal my shops, but that's the same thing. It's already a my shop, but they just changed it a tiny bit, which I can go along with that. That's fine because that's technically a new item, but none of these are really new items. They hardly ever release items that are actually new and didn't already come out in the game previously. I'm looking at these first 3 items right here. These were here last year and the year before that. Even I'm pretty sure these items, but I don't remember them because I don't have a great memory as to every single item Animal Jam released. These are like constantly in the Animal Jam catalog. Okay? And this is just Jam Art furniture, you know. It is, so I do have to look in other places, regardless, I will say. I do have to look in other places. So we're going to try the diamond shop. And this isn't just, like, this doesn't just have into den items or dens that they release, like, the same dens over and over again. They haven't released a new den since Peck's den, I believe. I believe the last den they released was Peck's, like, Crystal Cavern kind of den. I'm pretty sure that might have been the last den they released. And yet Animal Jam Play Wild is getting dens literally every other week. Like, they're getting a new den, a new design, not just, like, a rip-off of another den. So we go here. All of this. I have, actually, these two, these pink, and this pink set right here. The first time I became a member, I don't remember what year that was. Maybe it was 2017, 2008. No, it was, like, 2018, 2019 when I first became a member. This was the bundle that when you bought a membership, because before, some of you youngins might know this. That makes me sound so old. I'm not that old, I promise. Before you could buy a bundle in the diamond shop like this for 30 diamonds, when you used to like buy a membership, that's when you used to get the bundles. It used to be an incentive for people to buy memberships. That's all it was. Like, you didn't actually, you know, purchase it in Animal Jam if you were a member. When you bought a membership, you got the bundle. So it made it more rare. It made the items more rare and more, like, I guess they were worth more in the trading system, because you only got it if you bought a membership. You couldn't just go to the diamond shop and buy it for 30 diamonds, you know? So that was the first membership I ever bought. I got this bundle in, and here they are back in the diamond shop. So, okay, that was, you know, 2018, 2019. That's a few years ago. Fine, you know, you want to re-release them, whatever. But, you know, maybe in a year, these items would have been worth something, because that was the only time to get those items, were to buy the bundle back then. So it's a little sad, and that, you know, we're going to get onto that point later, how Animal Jam kind of re-releases beta or items that were worth something that weren't technically beta, they were just worth something. They re-release them. So we're going to get into that later too, but yeah, not good. So yeah, we'll get into that later on in the video, because obviously we're in the middle of this topic right now. So all these items here, they were here last summer. All these were here last summer. These were all here last summer. These were all here last summer. Everything on these pages were all here last summer. I have most of these items. All these, like, customize your den with different objects were here. Puzzle piece den items. These nature archways actually used to be worth a little something, because they were hidden in, I think they were hidden at least. I'm pretty sure the first release of them was they were hidden in the Animal Jam, like one of the epic dens that AJHQ created. I'm not 100% on those, but I'm pretty sure they were worth a little something. Yeah, this was here. That's been there for years, though. I'm not even gonna get into that right now. We'll come back to that. All these claw machines, the plushies, they changed the look of a few years ago. They're all here. Let's look at clothing items, shall we? All these were here. All these were here. All the pixelated hats were here. Okay. We're gonna look at pets. They'll take away pets and then re-release them, but they're all here. Was that a caterpillar I saw? You still only be able to get that in the extravaganza. Another subject, extravaganza pets just staying the same, never changing, coming back the same 3 each year. It was a good concept when it first came out, and now it's just, like, boring, really boring, because they just came out with the same over and over and over again. Okay. The deep freeze bundle. Let's look at this, shall we? This puff right here, whatever it's called, I have a white one of that from a different time they released it. What's it called? A ruff. Let's see if I look up ruff, if I can find it. Yep, I have a white one. So they just released it with a new name and a new color. Deep freeze ice paws. I have blue ice paws. I will say with this bundle, I was happy, because this snowdrift tail and this coat and this circlet, I believe, along with the tiara and the collar, are new items. At least as far as I'm concerned, and as far as I know, they are new items. Please excuse my scratchy voice. I'm extremely stuffy because I got over, like, a sinus thing. So my nose is, like, my sinuses are all over the place. Frosty paws, those were already an item. The ermine tail, that was already an item. And the snowsuit was already an item. If you want to look at that right here. It was a peppermint snowsuit. So they just changed the colors of it. That's it. A lot of bundles do that. And if you don't believe me, Let's look at a different bundle, shall we? Like these items, which were released as promo items when you bought certain Animal Jam promo pets, like the actual pets in like Walmart or like your local toy store. You used to buy these little like Animal Jam houses. They were actual toys, and they had promo codes in them, and you'd enter them in, and you could get the Pegasus armor. So that's just a green version of that, because that came in blue, white, and pink, I believe. The cute ice armor, that was just the blue ice armor, the normal ice armor. These fairy wings are in like 50 different colors in Animal Jam. Not that many, but you know what I mean. The Lucky Golden Clover set is just the normal Clover set that they release in gold. The Amethyst set, they have the purse, which is a normal, you know, non-member rare. It usually was in pink. The heart tail rings, the heart amulet, I believe maybe the heart armor and the heart tiara already released in Animal Jam. The princess set, the royal aquamarine tail ribbons, they were released as the princess set previously. The icy garnet armor set, these were in blue, previously released in Animal Jam, I believe. As you can see, I'm not going to keep droning on and on, but as you can see, all these bundles that they come out with are just items that they re-released in another color. That's really all they are, and occasionally they come out with new items. So we're actually going to move along to my next point in this video, which is Animal Jam releasing rares and betas and like past the beta stage items. Like there are items that aren't betas, but they are worth a lot because they haven't been in stores. Like they're not in stores anymore. And a lot of people want them, and there's not so many in the game, so they're worth one up. So let's say they're anyway, they're re-releasing them back into stores. Let me finish explaining. So they're really re-releasing these items back into Animal Jam stores, and it's not looking too good. Let's just say that. For example, I had a conniption when I saw this. Okay, I literally like died, fell off my chair. It was over for me. Okay, I was no longer living when I saw this. If you guys know the game, what's it called? It's here somewhere. Here it is. River Race. Okay, this was an arcade game. It used to be in, I think it used to be in the Soul Arcade. It was like shortly taken out of the game. It was in beta. It was only released in beta testing stages, right? But you could buy the actual physical arcade game for your den. Like you could buy Swoopy Eagle and you could buy all those, you know. So you could buy this game, but then it was released after beta testing stages. So a lot of people still had this item or this, you know, whatever, or however many people had it. But then it was gotten rid of by Animal Jam. So the only people who could play this game, the only people who had this game, because they don't have it up here in the game tab, they don't have it in Soul Arcade, nothing like that. The only people who could play it or have it were the people who had bought the physical arcade game for their den, like you could do right here. So this item was worth a lot. This was one of those beta den items that, you know, a lot of people, maybe not a lot of people wanted, but a lot of people, you know, knew it was worth a lot of money, or Animal Jam currency. Diamonds, gems, I guess, because now you can sell them in my shops, or just trading items worth. It's worth a lot. So when I saw this in the diamond shop, I literally died inside because I had one of these. It was worth a lot. Here, River Race. Look at this. It's a fun game, honestly, and I kind of like, back before it was in Animal Jam, I kind of missed and was like sad that they didn't have it in Animal Jam as a game you could play with other people, because I was like, I'm the, you know, one of the only ones who has this game, so unless I get buddies to my den to play it, I'm not going to be able to play it, you know. But yeah, they re-released that. Let's go take a jog over to Animal Jam furniture, because I was also looking through the Animal Jam furniture catalog the other day, and I noticed a few den betas that they released, and again, I was like dead inside. I'm like, oh my god, these, they're not worth anything anymore. They're not worth anything. The whole point of them being betas was they were worth something. You could trade them for something, you know, you get enough, you could trade them for a headdress, I don't know. But maybe not that much, but you know what I mean, like spikes and then a headdress. Anyway, let's take a look at these items. These right here, maybe the frog rug, maybe not the frog rug, I don't know. But these two items here, the armoire, you know what? I'm not even I'm not even gonna try. Classic sofa, chair, blue chest, table, TV, pink jar, green rug. Just look at these 2 pages right now. They added classic in front of them, mind you. So these items are all beta items that they really released into Animal Jam. Now, mind you, I will say they did add classic in front of them. So if you're, you know, an Animal Jam connoisseur and you know everything about any item and you're trying to trade for one of these items because you want to add it to your beta collection, you could easily tell if it's the item or not, because when you go to someone's trade list or someone's My Shop and you hover over the item, it'll say classic chair on it, where the actual beta ones will just say chair. But for the people who aren't that good at telling betas apart from other like items that aren't betas, where was I? Then they're gonna get scammed easily by just believing that this is a beta because it says classic on it. It doesn't mean anything. There we go. Classic sink, Zeo statue, the mirror statue, the monkey statue was a big beta. That was worth a lot. It is worth a lot still if you get the actual one. None of these. The basketball, I think, used to be beta. I think. And then they released that like 3 years ago and everyone was in an uproar because they were like, oh my gosh, like, why'd you release it? You didn't even like put classic in front of it or something. Let's see. There was more in here that I saw. Where are they? Maybe not. The Jamas line, no, that one's always been in here, I'm pretty sure. And you guys can correct me if I'm wrong about stuff in the comments below. In fact, please do, because I'd like to learn more about this. But, yeah. They're doing it a lot. They're doing it with clothing items as well. It's not just den items. For the most part, you'll see it with den items, because Animal Jam is always coming out with new den items and less clothing items. Like, they're barely coming out with clothing items, unless it's in bundles. And, yeah, and it's hard with like beta clothing items because there are clothing beta items, but they're not so many, and the ones that are clothing beta items are like spikes and things that are worth a lot of money, which Animal Jam again has released back into the diamond shop for a certain amount of diamonds in the past and just changed the colors a little bit. So yeah, all in all, I think that like all these factors combined, how Animal Jam is releasing beta items back into stores and items that were worth a good amount of Jama currency back into stores, how Animal Jam is not really updating Animal Jam Classic or just Animal Jam, you know, the original game, on time, and is barely updating it at all when it does update. Like, we're barely getting any actual full updates that are worth anything. And if you guys don't believe me, just look at the recent update. This was for today, okay? Ignore all the stuff down here, like all this stuff. This one den, the Regal Winter Palace, this was the only update for today, okay? Animal Jam, I remember when Animal Jam used to update cool updates, not just like, we released pet dodos back into stores. And a little trivia fact to take up a little space. And we released stuff like Arctic wolves back into stores, and, you know, pet peacocks are back. I remember when Animal Jam used to take up this entire row, plus like 2 more of these to 3 more of these sometimes, for an entire really cool update, like some new stuff that's never been seen before. I want a new animal, okay? A new animal, a new pet, a new like clothing item bundle, a new den item bundle, a new den. Heck, a new land, okay? Not just something that has been circulated through Animal Jam before, it's slightly changed and put back in the game, or just completely taken out of the game and put back in the game again. The same thing, like dodos and, you know, pet peacocks and the same dens over and over again. It's getting boring. I know that Animal Jam has new players, and I know that, you know, they can't always put out new dens and new animals and new items, but like, if they're able to do it in Animal Jam Play Wild, they're fully able to do it in Animal Jam Classic. And you can't tell me otherwise. You can't say, oh, well, the programming is old, the software is... No, none of that. If Animal Jam can, you know, update that much and give like Animal Jam Play Wild a new den like every week, every month, whatever, and new animals like every week, every month, along with new clothing item and den item bundles that you've never seen before in Animal Jam Play Wild, they can fully do that for Animal Jam Classic. They're not. That's the point. If they wanted to, they would, and they're not. They fully easily could, but they're not. That's why I think that Animal Jam or Wildworks is favoring Animal Jam Play Wild over Animal Jam Classic. They want Play Wild to take off because it's a mobile game, and Animal Jam Classic's just falling behind at this point. Even though they have so many players, loyal players and new players. So many people who say Animal Jam Classic is so much better than Animal Jam Play Wild. Sure, I think Animal Jam Play Wild is a great game on its own. I really do. Like, if I didn't know anything about Animal Jam Classic, I would say I love Animal Jam Play Wild. But the fact is, Animal Jam Classic just has, like, the good factor to it, you know? Like, I understand the mobile games. Everyone has a mobile phone, an app, like a tablet, an iPad, whatever. A lot of kids have them, okay? But what I don't understand is the fact that, okay, you want to, you know, push Animal Jam Play Wild as much as you can, get, you know, many players as you can, really do a good job at that, great. Stop dropping Animal Jam Classic. We all love it. We all love it. And we have new players every single day. Like, they have new players getting on Animal Jam Classic every single day. Yet they want to get rid of it, okay? They want to, like, slowly let it dwindle off a little bit, I'm thinking. Obviously, they're not going to come out and say that, but it just seems like they're not putting any effort into it anymore. We're not getting any new lands. Belush was the last thing released. I don't even remember when that was released. I feel like it was, like, 2018, 2019. Probably 2019, 2020, maybe. I don't know. It's a while ago, though. We haven't gotten any new animals since... When was the last animal that was released? Honestly. And I'm not talking about the snowflake animals where it's like the snowflake Arctic wolf, you know, like this one where it's just an actual animal that already exists with some kind of weird pattern around it and they called it a day. I mean an actual new animal. Like, you don't have a lot of animals. It's not like you have most of the animals. Like, make an axolotl for goodness sake. Like, I don't know. A zebra. They're doing it in Animal Jam Play Wild. Why can't they do it here? Anyway. That ends my rant for why Animal Jam Classic and Animal Jam Play Wild, between the both, Wildworks is right now favoring Animal Jam Play Wild, and why it is so sad, because Animal Jam Classic is getting neglected, and there's nothing we can really do about it. But, yeah. And don't get me wrong, I love Animal Jam Play Wild, but if I had to choose one game over the other, I'd choose Animal Jam Classic. It's just sad that Animal Jam chose Animal Jam Play Wild, or Wildworks chose Animal Jam Play Wild as their, you know, focus, as their favorite, and the favorite child, I guess, and they are neglecting Animal Jam Classic because this is the game that got them started off, and this is the game that a lot of people are still playing, and the game that a lot of people are, like, joining right now, you know? So, yeah, but we need new items, Animal Jam. Like, if Animal Jam's watching this, we need new items, not just items in different colors that have already been released. We need a new animal, like, pretty often. We need at least, like, once every year or 2 years. We need new pets and new dens, not just dens that are in different colors, or pets or animals that are in different colors or different fonts, like the Bunny Burrow and Peck's den. I will say, I'm not upset about that because it is so different. But it still has the same kind of, like, feel to it. Here's what I'm talking about, like, Spring Small House, Winter Small House. Like, those are good releases just because they're non-members, so it helps non-members. But, like, really, Animal Jam? Every time they release, like, a bundle or something, it's all the same stuff over and over again, but in different colors, or just the same stuff over and over again. It's getting quite boring. But anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!